This is the electricity course originally set up as part of the EU Items project. We use it in third year, that's with junior cycle students, and also with sixth year students as they begin their electricity studies, because it's very useful, in fact essential for students at that stage to recall some of the basic understandings that they developed in third year. So we have the usual kind of introduction, then we have starting out. This course in particular focuses on a large number of quizzes based on the IOP SBT 1114 materials. Those are now available online from the Institute of Physics, the IOP, but at this stage they were not, and so we used them as the basis for the development of quizzes which would lead the learner through a series of activities to develop their basic understanding. So, for example, here's one of the quizzes on the big circuit and the rope model. We just give a flavour of this. And so the quiz was built to help students understand rather than simply recall. And so we have questions where more than one answer is correct. And so the student has to consider various elements of this, and this particular example is based on the rope model activity and the big circuit model. You may have heard of these. And so the online quiz attempts to mimic or support that real world action with a group of students, which can be so helpful in developing their understanding. And again, these multiple choice questions which have multiple correct answers, there may be 2 or 3 correct answers here, prevents the students from simply guessing at the answer. And from the information gained, you can get a picture of the different misconceptions that are present in the student group. So we won't go through the actual questions, you can probably get the idea. This one in particular has students begin to look at, well, in that model, what do the actual features represent and so on. Perhaps that's something that we could do in another video. So that's the idea of the electricity course, develop fundamental understanding, the rope model, the big circuit, and then it moves into more detailed work on series and parallel circuits, then voltage in series and parallel, then into resistance and power and electricity in the home. And again, the focus is on detailed quizzes which help develop student understanding. And then there's a final section where students are encouraged to do an investigation of their choice, and that would be submitted for teacher consideration. So that's it, another electricity